Let's say you had someone who's hesitant to use AI, and they're talking to you about it. What would you say to someone who is maybe hesitant AI because they're worried about this AI taking over the world, for example, or stealing their information, their private information, or maybe just replacing someone's job? What would you say to them?
Yeah. So I would ask them, I would try to dig in and find out like what are they really nervous about. So for example, if they use the internet, they use web browsers. Like web browsers have access to your information. Similar with AI, it's got access to your information, but there are settings that you could do to have privacy settings on it. From a job perspective, I believe that AI will take jobs, but I also believe that more jobs will be created because of AI than will be reduced. And the challenge is going to be actually filling in the gap of people knowledgeable enough about AI to actually fill those roles. I think that's the area that we're heading in now.
Yes, yes, definitely. And I think it's really important for young people now getting into the scene with learning computers, internet, to be using AI to help them. I think that they're going to be the ones who really take this to the next level in the future. Imagine what AI can be in 10, 20 years, 30 years, right? It's huge.
Yeah, I'm meeting with a couple of teachers, and some of them are asking their students, like they're focusing on how do we use AI for not cheating, and it's like, well, how do you use the AI more
Uh,
so as like I'm working with them, like, hey, let's use it more as a thought partner, and how do we build curriculum on how do we use these different tools to expedite their learning, as an example.
yep. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So winding it back a bit, before AI, so you were in, I guess, a corporate space in project management. How did you get into that?
Yeah. Um, so probably my first project management. I don't know if you ever heard of Craigslist.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, so I worked at a company for about 3 years, and then I went on Craigslist and I put my resume on it because I saw a project coordinator role, and I
Okay.
was like, this role sounds like familiar, like it sounds like something that I could do. So they ended up calling me, and then they hired three of us out of 300 to
Oh,
work on, and it was like financial technology area, managing um, like migrations from like one technology to another,
yeah.
which I thought, yeah, I could totally do this. So I was a contract there, and I'm still in touch with those three people that they hired. Like we have like a little pod, and 20 years later, we're still friends. I ended up staying at that company for 10 years, moving into project management, project coordinator to project management, to then reporting to their head of their PMO organization. And she actually gave my first full-time opportunity. So it's because of her that I learned how to manage a PMO and run a PMO and kind of understand the different processes and procedures of like how to truly build a team.
Hey, just a quick announcement before we return to the podcast. If you're someone who's been feeling a bit stuck lately, maybe you're switching careers, rebuilding your routine, or just trying to get your life together, I get it. That's exactly why I write the Midweek Motivation newsletter, where every week I share real, honest thoughts on training, mindset, and the messy process of figuring life out. Especially for guys like us, we're in our 20s and 30s, just trying to get ahead in our careers, fitness, and performance. It's short and it's personal, and it might just give you the push you need during the middle of the week when it's least motivating. You can subscribe using the link in the show notes below, or go to substack.com and search up Midweek Motivation. All right, let's get back to the podcast.
From there, I was there like 9 or 10 years. I shifted to another company, still doing project management that evolved into program management, which is just managing a group of related activities or projects and programs. And then I ended up about 5 years ago managing an actual program management team. So that's kind of how my journey evolved into starting from project coordinator through to managing an actual team of project and program managers.
Awesome. And then along that journey, as you're getting to this next level into your career, did you find that your stress or lifestyle changes happened during that process?
Stress or lifestyle? I think my one talent is that I work really well under stress. So feedback I get all the time is, Joel, we can never tell if you are stressed or angry. You're very cool, calm, and collective. But definitely it did increase with the increase in responsibility, and then with the increase of nurturing and mentoring a team. Like you
Yeah.
naturally think through, you know, how do you think through the best of the team plus the best of the organization?
Yeah.
Yes, stress definitely increased, but in a good way. Like I was blessed enough to also have a lovely support system throughout my career.
That's really good because, yeah, I mean, it's just, a little bit of stress is healthy, right? We need that
Yeah,
to grow.
yeah.
It's when I think if you're not ready or don't have any systems in place in your current lifestyle where things can break apart. Do you have something that you do on a day-to-day basis or that you even still do now to help manage your stress and preventing burnouts, and just being focused on your tasks?
So I did start a meditation practice. I don't do it every day, but definitely at least 3 to 5 times a week in the middle of the day. It's just a 20-minute relaxation on just to like deep breathing and just refocus myself to say, okay, I do it like 2 o'clock is my time, like 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So at 2 o'clock, it's like, okay, let me take a quick break, let me reset, and then I use it as an opportunity to say, okay, I've got 3 more working hours. It's a lot more, but I use it to say, okay, well, did I achieve what I wanted to do? And then what does the rest of my day look like? So typically what I'll do is I'll line in the morning on like, here are my top 3 things I need to do. I try to finish that by 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock is my like, okay, reset time. And then I think through, okay, what's the next needle moving activity that I need to work on for the rest of the day?
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, I think it's so important to have small moments in our day or in our week where we
Yeah,
slow down.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Other moments throughout your day where you find to slow down or just helps like give your mind a complete reset.
Definitely my routine now is also back into fitness. I think you and I had spoken about that in Fiji. So I've
Yes.
gotten a lot better at doing that first thing in the morning and enjoying the process. So, 5 a.m. club, 6 a.m. club, that's where it's like, all right, I just put my headphones on and it's just like it's go time. So it's like that time where I'm like, it's really just for me. And then
Yep.
also picking up a practice of doing more reading throughout the week as well.